we have a new guest today. His name's Gummy. Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I've had quite a few projects going on this month, including one that I completely gave up on, and another one that became one of my favorite knits. So let's spend some cozy days together. I started by making another scrap bat. I don't usually have much of a plan when I'm making these. I just pull out colors that I think look nice together and see where it goes. Recently, I've also been experimenting with thread plying, and I've been really enjoying it. I think it adds a little bit of texture without taking away from the colors. Looking at everything together, I realized I actually spun quite a few skeins over the past few weeks. They've all turned out really differently, which is one of my favorite things about hand spinning. I've added them to my summer collection, which is now available on my website if you'd like to have a look. You might remember I tried spinning my cat's hair on a drop spindle in another vlog. It didn't go very well. The yarn kept snapping because I didn't keep the tension even. This time I tried using my e-spinner instead, and it made such a big difference. And I ended up with this tiny little skein of my cat's hair. It's not enough to make anything yet, but I think it will be really nice to keep adding to over the years. I really wanted this one, so I'm so happy that I got the orange one in the first box. I finally casted on the daruma mesh top that I mentioned in my spring project plans using the discontinued noro yarn. I really wanted to like it, but after a few rows, I realized the fabric just wasn't what I had in mind, so I frogged it and decided to sell the yarn instead. It was a little disappointing, but I'd rather move on than spending time making something that I know I won't wear. After that, I went back into my yarn stash to look for another project to start on. I ended up choosing the Heidi cardigan by Aver. I'm knitting it with the daruma genmo held together with a strand of white mohair. And I really love how the fabric is turning out. It's soft, light, and exactly what I'm hoping for. Also, while I was knitting this, I watched Twilight for the first time. I know, I'm a little bit late.
I haven't. I think so. I think all I have to do is put them on. You have to
I spent the next little while just knitting. I tried it on a few times along the way just to make sure that the fit was going in the right direction.
But it was basically just like that. Easier. It's still pretty brown. Still brown. It's dirty. GP is paying.
And once it was finished, it was finally time to block it. I also washed a few of my recent handspun skeins at the same time. I always love this part because everything relaxes so much after a soak. The last decision was the buttons. I couldn't decide between these wooden ones or these clear vintage inspired ones. I ended up choosing the wooden buttons. I think they suit the cardigan a little better. Before I end this vlog, I want to show you a little sneak peek of my next project. It's a self-drafted mohair top inspired by the one from Expressionelle. I fell in love with the color combination the moment I saw it. I'm making a few changes to the waist shaping and the neckline, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And just a reminder that my handspun collection is now available on my website at lfav.com. If you'd like to incorporate some handspun in your next project, feel free to visit my website. It always makes me so happy to see my handspun being part of someone else's projects. As always, thank you so much for watching till the end and giving me support on my little corner on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video if you liked it. I'm also on Instagram if you like this type of content. That's all for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now!